I just want to be in the video, Ubu. Please don't use that.
Oh, it's so the intro. If you're the one editing this and you don't use that, I will find you.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Rolling with the Reddit. Some people roll with advantage, some people roll with disadvantage, but today we are scrolling through these forms. We're joined here once again by Crystal.
Hi.
And Emma.
Hello.
And myself, I'm James. Feel free to check out the other videos. Yeah, I know. Anyway, jumping straight into this. Here on the RPG Horror Stories subreddit, we're jumping into the story here by the Krychen. The Krychen. Krychen? If I butchered your name, send me a PayPal request for 25 cents.
He says K-R-Y?
Krychen. Krychen.
Krychen? Okay.
Krychen. Anyway, the story of this, so the title of the story is DM drops a plot twist that misses the mark so badly, we all aren't sure if we want to continue.
Oh no.
Poor
How
DM.
intense. Here's the thing, I've almost done this, I'm nearly positive. In the recorded campaign that's coming out, there's a moment that I know for a fact I dropped in there out of the blue. I'm so glad you guys ran with it, but for a moment I was like, this could put us at a full dead end, like restarting the episode.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Maybe one day I'll do an episode about that. But the post reads, no need for people introductions except for the party and the DM. Backstory. About 30% into Campaign 2, we ended Campaign 1 quite abruptly, but Campaign 2 had been going along fairly well. Important for the story, we had encountered a single mind flayer who gave us a bag full of gems that were not to be touched. And the DM has not implied at any point that we had any other encounters, nor have we found any blank spots in our memories. Crystal, so that you are aware, and Emma, I think you may know this, but just in case, if you don't know D&D, mind flayers are octopus head guys who mess with your memory, like they have full like telepathic control, like really intense. If you played Baldur's Gate 3, you're familiar with them.
Okay.
During one of our sessions in September, the party is in the Feywilds after helping res a backstory character. During this time, we encountered a seer that our Campaign 1 party were good friends with, and during Campaign 2 had helped us in various ways as well. She revealed to us that we had volunteered to go into a dream state to defeat a mind flayer dragon in another reality. That's, first of all, cool.
That is cool.
I like that.
But revealed to them that they had agreed to this?
Right.
Oh,
They
true.
didn't actually get to
So
do it.
hence the beginning when you're like, he indicated that we don't have any missing memories. So when did we agree to do this?
Right.
I will say as an early set, if I could, to the best of my knowledge, not believe that I have any blind spots in my memory, and then later someone could reveal it to me.
Okay.
Because I mean, without like full
So that's like a deliberate DM choice.
It could be, yeah. To hide your trail, and without like having full on divine intervention, there may not be any ways for you to fully know unless someone else tells you. The post goes on to say that, which set off alarm bells in the entire party's heads, as it would essentially mean that the backstory events we had created prior to the campaign were fake. Okay. I'm waiting for
Interesting
more
leap of
explanations
logic.
here. Yeah. None of the backstory characters we had encountered were real. They didn't exist in the real world. We promptly stopped the session and told the DM, no, we don't like this idea, that we wrote backstories and characters that are ultimately were irrelevant. Okay, I think the DM is confirming that.
That they're in another reality?
I guess so. Let me just double back real quick, make sure I'm not missing anything. A seer that their Campaign 1 party were good friends with, Campaign 2 helped them out and revealed that they'd volunteer to go in a dream state to defeat a mind flayer dragon in another reality. I'm just going to keep reading and hopefully things become clearer. We promptly stopped the session and told the DM, no, we don't like this idea that we wrote backstories and characters that ultimately were irrelevant, to which the DM seemingly panicked, and at the end of the session revealed that we had been infected with the mind flayer worms, which had caused us to perceive the seer, the whole dream sequence, as mind flayer infection-based hallucinations. Whilst still apprehensive, we carried on and tried to recover the roleplay until the DM announced he has burnt out and we went on an early holiday break. I'm still confused. I hope things clear up.
Is there more to the story?
There is so much more to the story.
Oh my god. Okay. It's just okay. So it seems like what the seers said was everything that up until this point has been a dream to them. Their second campaign characters, and then they were like, "We don't like that." It's like, okay, what you just heard was actually worms. If that didn't happen, all your backstory is still there.
Yeah, actually, this is the hallucination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. I think you guys are right. The post does continue to say, this isn't the only issue we've had with the campaign, as there have been multiple cases of bringing things up to ultimately have them be ignored, such as, and get ready for the bullet points. We've had multiple fight encounters that needed to be beaten by calling an NPC for help. Okay, I have issues with that. We weren't able to just flee the encounters, as nearly every encounter of that type seemed to have a quote-unquote world-ending threat.
Oh.
You can only have so many
The
world-ending threats.
Right,
Yeah.
before it becomes
It's like-
redundant. Yeah.
Just end the world already.
Yeah, I'm tired of fighting for it. One of the few fights we had that didn't require outside help was against my character's brother. When we defeated him, being that he was a level 20 fighter versus a party of level 6 level characters.
Oh.
That's impressive, first of all. But also goes to show you DM's fucking, combat and action economy. If they have the numbers on you, you've got nothing. Anyway,
So true.
his loot included a Vorpal greatsword that was claimed by the barbarian. My character is a ranger that doesn't use greatswords, which left me feeling, well, we killed a backstory character and my character genuinely has nothing to show for it. That's frustrating.
Fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
You killed your brother. He shared nothing to show for it.
I killed my brother and my
All I
friend
got
got
was
his
a
Xbox.
sword.
My friend got his Xbox.
This is lousy greatsword.
The Vorpal Greatsword did come in clutch in our next combat, which we won solely because our barbarian hit 6 crits in a row. Oh my god.
That's nice.
Oh, we use Foundry virtual tabletops so the dice are public, and I don't assume cheating. Virtual tabletop dice, they're not fair. They're not. I don't like them. I don't like them.
They're also just not the same.
You gotta
They're
have
not
the
as
clicky clackies.
satisfying.
You gotta have them. Anyway, sorry. That fight was also incredibly dull for me and our cleric, as we were knocked unconscious in round 2 to 3, and the creature dragged our bodies further away from the rest of the party, while also knocking us back out whenever we succeeded death saves or received ranged healing from the party.
Oh, that
Scary.
is annoying.
That is annoying, but that's super intense.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I kind of like it. However, if
I
you
feel like you gotta give your players a chance to get back up, though.
You do. If you guys want a way to fix this, I will link down in the description on alternatives to hitting 0 hit points. It's a video that we've done before. Yeah, graphic on screen, maybe.
I don't know.
Who knows? But there are ways that you can be down on 0 hit points and still be interacting with the combat. So if you struggle with that, or you want your DM to choose some other options, we have that video for you. We never really get extended RP. Whenever we start RPing with each other, there's a sudden call from a new NPC that requires assistance, or a new world-ending threat emerges. As of the end of last session we had played, there was 3 different world-ending event threats that we were meant to deal with somehow. Final paragraph here. Ultimately, we brought this up to the DM just a few days ago, as we haven't played since mid-November, and his response was, yeah, that campaign sucks, I want to scrap it and move on. This doesn't sit right with any of us. Are we the assholes for considering just leaving the campaign entirely? Campaign 1 was really good, and that last session, story for another time, and outside of the complaints we've had raised with Campaign 2, it has been fun. So I really don't want to consider just leaving after a few issues. It just doesn't seem that the DM's plot hinged on this "it's a dream" twist. And since we didn't like that at all, he seems floundering. He's just floundering. First of all, overall great story. I understand the complaints of not wanting to scrap something that everyone has sunk all this time into.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it from the DM's perspective as well,
Yeah.
though. I have been in campaigns where things are just not working.
Yeah.
You run into roadblock after roadblock plot-wise.
Well, if you didn't use up all your world-ending things at the beginning.
Yeah, it's, sometimes you just get writer's block with a certain world, and, like, I understand the DM wanting to just, like, clean slate it and kind of start something else, at least for the time being. So, I mean, I would say, like, maybe don't give up on him just yet and see what else he can offer.
And maybe bring up the other issues before he writes his new story of, like, always needing to call on an NPC to fight or to finish a fight, constantly having the world end at every encounter.
I think a big point of advice that this DM could learn from, and this is a pretty recent post, so the Crichton, if you're watching this, feel free to send this their way. Get comfortable with silence and get comfortable with your character's role-playing. You mentioned a few times that there's always an NPC running in the middle of your role playing. You have to be comfortable enough with your characters to sit and talk. And sometimes people want to do that. Not everybody needs to be rolling a dice or rolling a combat. And the other bit of advice that I have is that I feel like your DM might be using world-ending events as a way to motivate you to doing a thing.
Yeah, rather than just, like, figuring out what the players want to do and letting them lead for a little bit.
DMing and leading from the back end is one of the best ways to DM a game. Because at the end of the day, if they want to take the reins and do whatever they want to do, that is such an easy thing for you. Because you don't have to prep as much. You get to really kind of let them explore and have the most fun possible. And all you really need to do at the start of those sessions is you jot down 5 names that you can assign to some random NPCs and maybe have one encounter that can be anywhere in the world. Setting does not matter. Maybe someone's hunting them down, so they're going to be expecting them. You don't have to have these very thematic combat encounters to really have things.
DMing doesn't need to be flashy and loud, and, like, you don't have to always be fighting to be the star of the show. Like,
Exactly.
as the DM, you are the show, and the players are the stars, and you need to let them shine as well.
We have a top comment by... This guy's bragging, and I don't know what he's bragging about. Shoe_owner.
Shoe owner?
Shoe owner.
I'm glad you have shoes.
Yeah,
I think I know what he's bragging about.
So Shoe Owner comments, between the "it's all a dream" twist and the fact that he never allows your characters to roleplay among yourselves, it really sounds like he just isn't thinking about your group's ability to actually engage with each other or the world in any terms other than those which he dictates.
Yeah.
Even the resolution of the story with your character's brother doesn't seem to have taken the subject experience with your character into consideration. Yeah.
That's a big thing for me, because, like, one of the things I love about D&D is the fact that we get to roleplay and make characters.
And kind of choose your own fate.
Shoe Owner actually has a pretty long comment, but I think the ending here really kind of hits the point. Your DM, in short, needs to learn that this is a collaborative storytelling experience, and that it will be better for both you and for him if he works with you rather than against you.
Yeah.
Perfectly described, Shoe Owner.
I concur.
Agreed.
That is about all the time we have for this episode, so feel free to go share some love to the Crichton, linked down in the description below over on the Reddit. And in the meantime, thank you guys for tuning in. Feel free to leave a like, comment, and join the Discord.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun over there.
Yeah, we do. Alrighty, bye-bye for now, guys.
Bye.
Bye.